Good evening, students. I guess you all can hear me. Hi, I welcome you all to this live session on the analysis of the actual CAT paper which took place yesterday over two different sessions. I guess even you would have interacted with your friends to know about the kind of questions which have appeared and the level of the questions which has been there. Can you hear me? Right. Okay, so students, first of all, talking about the quant section as reported by the students, there were exactly 34 questions of mathematics and there were 16 questions of DI. This is what the students have reported, and the 16 questions of DI were 4 sets of 4 questions each, and they had specified it very well in the directions itself that any set of DI will consist of 2 to 4 questions. Now, the perception which the students had and that they provided, talking about the quant section, geometry and mensuration were the two areas from where the questions appeared in both the slots, almost 4 to 5 questions. Now, besides that, there were 2 to 3 questions in each slot out of number system. There were the second major area which was covered in this was algebra, which again consists of 4 to 5 questions. Yes, Amanpreet, I just said from geometry and mensuration, from both the areas, there were 4 to 5 questions in both the slots. Number system had a coverage of 2 to 3 questions. Algebra did have a coverage of 4 to 5 questions. And there was definitely one question which appeared from time, work and chain rule and time, speed and distance. There were only roughly one question each which belonged to that category. No, Amanpreet, it was a total of 4 to 5 questions, combined geometry and mensuration. Because the line of distinction is too small, I'll come to that, Akash. Now, besides that, just like last year only, there has been 1 to 2 question on percentage or profit and loss. And again, as it actually happened in last year CAT, the student reported that they both had 1 to 2 sets of DI based on Venn diagram or set theory in both the slots. So you can safely say there were 4 to 8 questions on Venn diagram in two different slots. 4 was the minimum and 8 was on the higher side in one of the two slots. So guys, can I erase all that? I guess you all have read or noted whatever you felt like. Okay. Besides that, talking about the level, as reported by the student, the quant section you can very well categorize into easy to moderate category. Now, easy to moderate, there were around 8 to 10 questions in both the slots, which you can put into the category of sitters. That is, while reading itself, you can answer the question. Not at all, Sandeep. Seeing the kind of questions which have appeared in the 2 slots of the CAT which took place yesterday, and considering the normalization feature which they have to implement, we basically feel it has to remain almost at the same level. So the guess from that says that even on 22nd it has to remain almost at the same level. Now, one student said that there was a question on calendars, which was again a very, very direct question, easy question. There was no question reported on clocks as such, as some of you mentioned. Yeah, Mukul and Rajat, I think it actually becomes very, very important to review all the basic concepts. I will give you an idea about, with the help of 8 to 10 questions which did appear in yesterday's paper as reported by the students. So they may not be exactly the same questions, they could be the kind of questions, because exactly the questions no student remembers. It is just that the same kind of concepts we will discuss. The basic requirement that you need to fulfill for entering the examination hall was, Karthik, you need to take one valid ID proof which consists of your photograph, which is very much visible, and they did specify that it should contain your signature also, though they did not verify this at the center. This is what the student said. You just need to paste one photograph on the ID which you got through an email, CAT ID card. Besides that, you just need to carry your ID proof in original. No copy of the same is needed, and they will not be keeping it for themselves. So Mukul, Navneet, I think your focus should be definitely to revise all the basic concepts of number system, geometry, algebra, time, speed and distance. Yeah, Karthik, even your driving license can have your signature. Maybe your Aadhaar card, if it is one of the valid documents. They did mention that in your ID card which you got through a mail. Navneet, I said you can definitely carry, but preferably carry a iCard which has a very, visible photograph of yours. Navneet, seeing yesterday's exam, I think with a net attempt of maybe around 30, that too with 90-95% accuracy, you can expect very easily 90 plus percentile. Because one, you don't know how do they normalize and how will the paper on 22nd will take place. So it can only be, guessed on the logic as per the exam which took place yesterday. Yes, Rajiv, in both the sections I am talking about, because the level of quant in totality has been simple. This is what has been stated by the students. Yeah, what the students said, there was hardly 1 to 2 question of permutation and combination. I did have an idea about the kind of question, and we shall be covering that kind of question there. As far as I remember, one student said that there was a question on the basis of that some 3 or 4 books 3 or 4 different books which are to be distributed among 3 or 4 students, with one condition that say A must get at least one book and B should get maybe at least one book, that types. Yeah, Sagar, exactly this is what we have been suggesting even for the last 1.5 months to everybody, that don't focus or take the exam which unnecessarily put pressure on your mind, because the kind of questions which have been appearing in CAT over so many years, there has always been 25 to 30 questions, you can say, out of the total in this kind of a paper, wherein you can easily manage those questions if you have cleared your concepts better or clear. And this is what was required for this paper as well. So Sagar, there is no need, no fun in doing the unnecessary tougher questions, as you might have gone through with some institutes papers or mock papers. Last year questions you have gone through, we have put in that around, and I'll give you an idea also today itself about some of the questions which did appear. Yeah, students, I feel that just revising as students reported, there was some questions based on numbers in case of factorials. There was a question based in algebra on the simple quadratic equations, the kind of roots. Then profit, simple, a person makes some percentage profit after giving some percent discount. If the discount is increased or decreased, what will be his profit percentage? Now guys, continuing with this here, this I told you. Then Venn diagram, I told you it's a very important area. You must focus on that. In the last year also, and even this time, the students are reporting without fail there has been definitely at least one set on Venn diagram in both the slots. There was no line diagrams, Rajiv, as reported. Yeah, it was a 4-set Venn diagram only. So as reported by the students, the only way they created the difficulty was they made a set of, say, consisting of some males and some females into 2 categories. Maybe there is, say, 24 males and there are 12 females, and then they did specify 3 activities, giving an idea that maybe some number is given here, some number is given here, some ratio was defined. Yeah, Amandeep, this was also one of the sets a student set in the one of the 2 slots. Then you just have to logically derive, fulfill the information. Yeah, for males and females, and then it was direct 4 questions straight away right. Now, algebra Rimsha which appeared was in the form of simple question only. One of the questions students said was simply based on the number of solutions, the real solutions as well. One question was based on quadratic equation, which was again very simple. There was one question based on, they're saying indices and all, which was again very simple. There was no maximum minimum in Venn diagram as such. Students did not report. One of the students said in one of the slots there was a question on games. In the other slot it was not reported as such. Okay, so talking about quant, I gave you an idea, students, and then Venn diagram, and then as students said, one of the sets was, yes, Amanpreet. One of the sets students said it was basically the kind of that grades were given. Say there are 4 or 3 different subjects, P1, P2, P3, and then there are 3 or 4 different students which were talked about, X, Y, Z. Then they had given some marks, grades, and then it was average grades given both student wise, and average grade was given in terms of subject wise also. So it was half of the data student said was filled, rest is to be filled. So it was just a decent kind of log. You cannot put into the difficult category, you cannot put into the easy category. If you know how to play with numbers from the average, derive at the total. Yes, Amanpreet. So it was a logic based DI. Then a group of students also said that there was a set based on some campus placement packages about 2 different colleges or maybe 3 different colleges, college P, Q, R, in which you have engineers given in different streams. There were some electrical engineers, some mechanical engineers, some computer science engineers, and then they have different pay packages. Pay package of 3 lakh rupees, 4 lakh rupees, 5 lakh rupees, 6, 7, so on. Up to 8, I think the student said. And then you need to find the average salary package at the college. P was better than Q or Q was better than P, these kind of questions. So one set was on Venn diagram, one set was on this salary package. One I told you that average grade. These were the 3 sets I think the students reported on different slots. Atish, I think if you compare Bullmock 36, the level was quite close to that. Himanshu, again, I should not be commenting on this, the ideal attempt, because the kind of paper which has been there, I think a student with good preparation could have easily gone from 35 to 40 questions in both the sections each. Rather, quant, you can say this, verbal maybe lack of 2 to 3 questions, 32 to 37 questions, because the level of AR as reported by the student, it was tough. Yeah, Rimsha, there was not much to be approximated in this. The questions were quite direct in this, and there was not very calculation intensive, and one that average salary set which is there in front of you, you could have used approximations in that, but in general it was again okay. No, Sahil, AR was not easy. AR was tough. So even talking about the verbal section in particular, there were 4 sets of 4 questions each. 16 questions of RCs were there. 4 sets of 4 questions each. 16 questions were from analytical or logical reasoning. There were around 4 questions you can put into the critical reasoning category. 3 to 4 questions in between you can put on jumbled paragraphs. 4 questions you can put into the sentence correction category or the grammar usage. Sanchit, I have put in LR there. LR and AR are used interchangeably. So talking about AR, a student reported there was one set which was actually mathematics based. As student said, there was one set which was stating that there are 5 or 6 integers wherein m is less than n, n is less than o, o is less than p, is less than q, is less than r. And then they did mention that they have given their sum in pairs. One is m plus n, one is n plus o, one is o plus r, and so on. They are given a total of around 10 to 15 sets. And then they specify some numbers that 29 was one of the numbers, 84 was one of their sum of the pairs, and so on. So you need to guess the number. Yeah, Irfan, average theory was workable a bit over here. No, it was not that easy a question, dear, because you need to just derive 2-3 things out of it. You can just work on the principles of averages. If the smallest total was say given to be 29, you can say one of the numbers is definitely less than 15, and other has to be more than that by taking the average. Yeah, Rajat, I'll come to some examples also. So, guys, I think you all had a pretty good idea about the level and the kind of questions which appeared. So, shall we go through with some questions which are the kind of questions which the students had based on concepts we created that? Okay. So, let me tell you, these are not the actual CAT questions. We don't have that. It is just as reported by the students a few questions which based on the same concept which have appeared in different sets. Yeah, guys, answer this question if you can. Yeah, this is the kind of question which did appear in one of the slots. The students, the question is actually consisting of nothing. I think you all very well understand. It's divided by 21. So it is not 21 which is important. How you should consider 21? Could you all tell me here? Yeah, exactly. See, 21 is 7 into 3. So if you take any number 7 factorial onwards, they definitely have a 7 and a 3 in it. So that means the only important values in this case are the first 3. Because the rest, all the values will be divisible by 7 factorial or they will be divisible by 21. So you take the values of 2 factorial, 4 factorial and 6 factorial. Take their sum and divide it by 21 to find the answer. And the answer comes out to be 11. I guess you all are able to answer this, students. Concept is again clear to all of you. Right, now this concept itself tells you the kind of questions which appeared or could appear. So ऐसी चीजें जो आपने करी हैं, you must be able to revise those time and again. Okay guys, moving on. Please read and answer this question. So 6 is the answer that all of you are getting. It's a simple question again, students, just for the reference of some of you. You can think about it here. It is 1 by 10 plus 1 by 15 plus 1 by C is equal to 1 by 3. I guess you all very well remember and able to review the concept. A does 1/10 of the work in 1 hour, B does 1/15 of the work in 1 hour, C does 1 by C of the work in 1 hour, and total they do 1 by 3 of the work in an hour. So taking an LCM and solve, you get the value of C as 6. Yeah, Nikhil, this is exactly what some of the students said. They did this kind of question. And let me again emphasize here, students, that some of you just because CAT is too tough, you don't believe and you don't solve such kind of questions at the last stage, and these are the students who suffer the most due to that only. We should not be able to comment on that, Akash, but this is what happened in the actual paper. Okay, let's move ahead. Yeah, answer this question, students. So you all are getting the answer to be 16, Navneet. Is it 80? Okay, so the students, in order to answer this question, again the typical approach that has to be there as you used to learn in your 10th classes. Again, let the cost price be 100. There is a profit of 25%, so the selling price is 125. Now this is after giving a discount of, there is a profit of 50%. So the selling price will be 150. Now because a discount of 25% has been given, divided it by 0.75, you get the marked price to be 200. Now the second part of the question states you're giving a discount of 20%. That's 10% is 20, 20% is 40. Subtracted, you're left with 160. Guys, you bought it for 100 rupees, you're selling it for 160, so there is a profit of 60%. Any doubt to anybody out there? Yeah, Soumya, I just said you take the cost price to be 100. Because there is a profit of 50%, we added that. So you basically sold it for 150. Now this is when you have given a discount of 25%. So divided by 0.75 to get the marked price of 200. Now In case he gives a discount of 20%, 20% of 200 is 40. Giving that, you are left with 160 rupees. So this means there is 60%. Yeah, Mukul. Yeah, that's all right, Soumya. Mukul, what's the problem? Yeah, it is actually damn easy. Okay, guys. Yeah, Rajat, those are CAT stage. You need to have knowledge of 10th level mathematics. Okay, the next question is, this one. Think about it, guys. Amanpreet, check your answer. Mahinder, check your answer. Kavish, check your answer. Sanchit, check your answer. Guys, see, this is what happens. When you solve such a question, sometimes under time pressure, students do make mistakes. As some of you doing it here also. Yeah, guys, the questions is not tough. Just focus on the basics. Rimsha, Shraddha, wrong answers. Siddharth, wrong. That's true, Akash. There is no need to take logs in this case. It's a very simple question. Just take care of numbers. Yes. Four raised to power a is 25. You can write it as 2 raised to power 2a is 5 ka square, or 2 raised to power a is 5. After that, moving on to the left hand side, no Jasmine, just have a look over here. Eight raised to power b is 125. 2 raised to power 3b is 5 raised to power 3. Just taking the cube root of both the sides. So 2 raised to power b is equal to 5. Students, is 5 here, 5 here. So 2 raised to power a is equal to 2 raised to power b. So a is equal to b. Yes, guys? Was it a tough question? Yeah, it surely is, but again, see, so many of you answered it wrong. And let me just tell you, as students reported, even for this kind of questions, they did make mistake. Working under time pressure is different from working at your home. 1. 2. Do practice such kind of questions which involve the basics. just for the sake of doing the tougher questions, as thinking that something that I don't know is cat, is a wrong perception. Students, the people who do make it to IIMs or who do clear it, they do not come from the other planets. They are people and students like you only. So just clear your basics is what the message is, loud and clear. Right guys, so moving on to the next question. Yeah, this one. All of you must answer this. Now this kind of question, student set, was reported and the options were 0, 1, 2, 3. And so many of the students said that they wasted so much time to answer this. Yeah, Mukul, the answer to this question was 1. She could have only seen one thing here. Just have a look over here at this x. This x is in modulus. So if you take any negative value of x, can you say left hand side will always remain positive? Whereas the right hand side in that case will become negative. And a positive value can never be lesser than any negative value. So x negative is not possible. If you take x any positive value, taking x any positive value, if you keep on increasing x 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, considering the integers, just remember, because here you are multiplying that value by 3 and here you are multiplying that value by 2.87. So result will always be more in case of left hand side when you are having a larger number. So guys, this is the logic after which some of the students stopped here and they did mark the answer as 0. And as we always emphasize, and I'm putting it here also, do remember particularly about the non-negative and non-positive integer, which is 0. Putting 0 over here, left hand side will become 0, right hand side will become 0, and they both are equal, and equal also is symbol given in the question. Aditya, I just said that when you take x into the categories of positive and negatives, as we have to do in so many cases, do remember to take the third category also, which doesn't fall into either the positive or the negative category. That is when x is equal to 0. Right? So filling that up, you see both the values are equal. So the answer is there is one real value of x, which is 0. No, Akarsh, you cannot say all the questions were of this level. Obviously, I said there are 8 to 10 questions as reported by the students, which were quite sitters. There were some medium level category questions also, but you cannot put the quant questions into the difficult category as reported by the students. Okay guys, moving on. Yeah, this question. Ankush, they are the kind of questions which appeared. Yeah. Atish, hopefully you should expect the same kind for 22nd as well. Now, if anybody says, as some of you do, that we have not done the concept of calendars, again I'll say, guys, don't leave a topic on the face of it. If you leave a topic on the face of it, considering it to be something very odd, very different, you may get an easy question on the same as in this case, and a topic which you may consider to be a strength, and you may get a very typical question of the same. So it should always be, question should always be doable or leavable on the basis of the difficulty level and not on the basis of the topic. Yeah, the answer is Thursday, Rahul. No, Atish, student did not report any questions on clocks. Let me just revise the concept here for calendars. Guys, I think you all know every normal year when you talk about it gives you one odd day. Odd day basically means the number of days which are in excess of complete weeks. Now students, from 17th November 2014 you want to go back to 3 years. Now 2014 to 13, 13 to 12, 12 to 11. Just remember that these 3 years will give you 4 odd days, as in between you will have 2012 also, which is a leap year, and it gives you 2 odd days together. Right guys? So there are a total of 3 odd days. Sorry, a total of 4 odd days. Now guys, taking 4 odd days, and here again let me tell you a kind of error which some of the students make. They add 4 days in Monday. Do remember, you have to go backwards. So if today it's a Monday, going backwards 4 days is different from going front. So it is Sunday, Saturday, Friday and Thursday. The answer for the question is Thursday. Yeah, Sandeep, you can think it like that. Correct. Yeah, Rohit, because a leap year has 366 days, so it has 2 odd days, whereas a normal year has 365 days, so it has 1 odd day. Karthik, because there is a total of 3 years, 2014 to 13, 13 to 12 and 12 to 11, So out of the 3 years, there is one leap February or one leap year which will give you one odd day extra. Yeah, Soumya, that's true. So these 3 years will give a total of 4 odd days. So from Monday, be careful friends to move 4 days backwards. It's a very, very common error that instead of going backwards, you add 4 days. Friday, which will be the first option, you will tick and mark as the answer. Say after the exam the paper was so easy. Then after 2 months, पता नहीं यार क्या हुआ, call नहीं आई. Do remember, these are the kind of errors which are made by some of the students. There's nothing to feel bad about, guys, but this is only from the experience we can tell you. You have to be careful in reading and answering the questions. Okay, moving on. No, Anuj, there was no clocks question reported. Students did say there appeared one question in Trigno in both the slots. Yes, Rimsha. Yeah, this one, a permutation combination question. That's true, Karthik. There are 3 years. That's why we took 4 days, because there is one leap year in between. No, there is one leap year, Karthik, not 2. 3 years will give you 4 odd days if there is one leap in between. And let me tell you, 3 years can never have 2 leap years in between. No, you don't have to think including 17th November, because if that was to be included, then 11th, 17th November is to be excluded. So it's exactly 3 years. Guys, answer this. You cannot put into the easy category. It's a medium level of questions only. Guys, be careful. Most of you are answering it wrong. Nitin, what is it? Are we asking about the probability? No, you did not. Question specifies, Amanpreet. You answered all the questions. Okay, guys, let's discuss it. Say I take a particular question, question number 1. If I want to answer it correct, how many ways are there to mark it correct? There is only one. So guys, be careful. Any question, if you want to answer it correct, there is only one way. And talking about the case, how many ways are there to mark an answer wrong? There are 2 ways of marking an answer wrong. You all are perfectly alright. Now guys, you need to answer the alternate question correct. Because correct is alternate, you can also say incorrect is alternate. Now, you can make first question correct and rest order is by default defined. If your first question is correct, you can say every even question you can answer wrong in 2 ways. So there are a total of 2 raised to power 5 ways. Is it okay? Similarly, if you mark the first one wrong, then every odd question will be wrong. Again, you can mark all the wrong answers in 2 raised to power 5 ways. So either you will take the first case or you will take the second case. So it is 2 raised to power 5 plus 2 raised to power 5, or it is 2 into 2 raised to power 5. The answer is 2 raised to power 6. So guys, the answer for the question is 2 raised to power 6, which is 64. I guess guys you all have got it. Okay, moving on. Answer this question. So guys, how will you answer this? I think first of all you all are very much clear. This you can write as straight away 3 raised to power 1009 divided by 5. Yes guys. After that again there are 2-3 approaches which you can apply. One very well be you can apply Euler number. The Euler number of 5 happens to be 4. So just divide it by 4 and get the answer as 1, which in turn gives you the answer as 3. Guys, if you don't know Euler number, as some of you are saying, Amanpreet, you cannot use the last digit here. You can think about it as 3 square raised to power 504 into 3, and this is divided by 5. Now this portion gives you a remainder as 4 or minus 1, and minus 1 raised to power 504 is 1 only, and this you multiply by the 3 which was left to get the answer as 3. Right guys? Very true, Rajat. And thirdly, you can very well apply the cyclicity, wherein you get the cycle as 3, 4, 2 and 1. Then again if you repeat, it will be 3, 4, 2 and 1 and so on guys. That is the cycle of this remainder goes up to the 4 steps. You divide the power by 4, you are left with the remainder 1, and your answer for the question remains 3 only. Ankush, that is very well true, but it all depends upon which method you follow while answering such questions. Okay guys, moving on. Jasmine, which last digit method you are saying? Please tell me. No, you took last 2 digits after that. That is also alright. If you are comfortable, you can apply that also. Okay guys, let's move on to the second last question. Again, a very simple question. Rimsha, check your answer. Yeah, Sanchit, this is what we have been saying over the years. There are always such questions in the CAT paper, whichever year you take the paper for. It is just you should be mentally prepared to attempt those questions within the specified period of time and save time for the tougher questions. Yeah, guys, I think you all are very well aware of the concept. In order to calculate zeros, you basically count the number of fives. You divide it by 5, you get the quotient, divide again by 5, count the quotient, and you keep on doing so unless the last quotient is smaller than the divisor, and then the sum of all the quotients, 49, is the answer over here. Right, guys? You all are clear? Yeah, even if it was 201 factorial, the answer will remain same, Navneet. Kuch just practice from wherever you prepared, just practice from the same set and just try to expose yourself to the different variety of the graphs that you have gone through. No, Neeraj, there is nothing like that. You can get as many sheets as you want. Very true, Gagan. Okay, guys, the last question. This one. Yes, Arvind. You should practice old CAT papers. Because even if direct questions are not there, but the kind of questions which gets repeated are definitely there from previous papers. All the CAT papers you have access to, Archika, that will help you. Sandeep, Akarsh, check your answers. So guys, just try to again apply the very basics. 8 numbers and average of 24 means their sum will be 192. Very importantly, he says no number is less than 15. So this means you can very well take all the numbers to be equal to 15. So if you take the remaining 7 numbers to be equal to 15 only, the sum of those 7 numbers become 105. So the value left for the number is 192 minus 105. It is 87. Yeah, there were 1 or 2 AP GP questions also, guys, which the students reported. They were of easy level. As students said, they were not tough. Trigono question, dear, that 3 for formula, 3 sin A plus 4 cos B formula, students said it was based on that. No, there was no AGP questions. The level of geometry questions were moderate types. No random series was there. Drigansh, I said just from the way you prepared it for data in general, just revise all those data stuff. PNC probability, there were only 1 to 2 questions in both the slots. Right, guys, this is it from my side. Thank you so much. All right, thanks a lot.